Okay, so here it is. So for a moment, think of a current situation in which your needs are not getting met. Most likely this involves another person or even yourself who has disappointed you with a certain behavior or the lack of a behavior you desire. Close your eyes and see that person in your mind's eye. What feelings do you have for this individual? Why are you angry or disappointed? What did they do or not do? Maybe this person is you. Are you holding a grudge against yourself or someone else? Feel all the physical and emotional waves that flow through you when you put your attention on this person and this issue. Since hopefully you're not facing a physical threat at this very moment, a tiger is not chasing you, it would be impossible for your body mind to invoke fight or flight in the physical sense. But you are capable of deploying an emotional fight or flight response called the reactive response. How we respond, essentially what we do with our feelings, ultimately determines our emotional health. What are you doing with your feelings? Maybe you are letting them drive your thoughts and build the drama. Consider the long-term consequences of not having your needs met and the toll it can take on you emotionally, psychologically, and physically. So right now, you probably are experiencing some irritation, discomfort, or annoyance regarding this person or situation. Let me show you an amazingly powerful exercise that has been taught to members of the military, law enforcement, and people in high pressure situations to move beyond stress. With the vision of that person or situation still in your mind's eye. Let me show you how to practice the 16-second meditation for clarity. You can leave your eyes open if you like. In a moment, just focus on a very slow breath. Let's begin. Right now, take a long, slow, deep breath in and watch the breath as it moves into your nostrils. Witness it as it moves into your sinuses. Observe it as it moves into the back of your throat, into your chest, and down into your belly. And hold it there. And watch it as it sits in your belly. And witness it. Observe it. Now, gently release that breath and feel it start to move up your chest and watch it as it moves into your throat, back into your sinuses, and observe it as it releases out through your nostrils. Now, hold the breath out and watch it as it starts to dissipate. Observe it and witness it as it dissolves into the ether. Now, breathe normally. That was 16 seconds. 4 seconds in, 4 seconds of holding the breath in, 4 seconds out, and 4 seconds of holding the breath out. Now do it with your eyes closed and watch your breath the whole way. I'll wait right here. Begin now, yeah? Okay, guys, Okay, now here's a question. How do you feel? If you were playing along for those 16 seconds, you were not focused on the irritation or irritating person. Your attention was not in the past, nor was it in the future. Your awareness was in the present moment. And in the present moment, there is no fear, no sadness, no anxiety, no worry, no anger or irritation. There's only the now. And you get to step into this moment with less emotional turbulence, less constriction, greater calm, and greater ease. In 16 seconds, we stopped the flow of stress chemicals and hormones that was starting to trickle through you. We stopped emotional fight or flight in its tracks. The next time you are on a line, stuck in traffic, faced with a disappointment, or sensing the surge of chemicals and hormones starting to hijack your emotions, practice 16 seconds, and you will very quickly come back to your center. This simple present moment awareness tool has helped hundreds of thousands of people be the calm amidst the chaos, the stillness inside the storm, and the best version of themselves at a time when they'd otherwise say the words that regret or do the thing they wished they hadn't. So there is, just to say, there's a lot more I can cover, but this is like just the beginning. And I would like you to share your experience. Anybody would like to share? So what did you think of the 16? Did you play along? Did you find that kind of annoying person and then focused on your breathing? Yeah, anyone?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It put me really back here in the present, in the presence.
Okay. Okay, so the 16-second meditation has got lots of different names. Has been called the box meditation, has been called the square meditation. So another way of doing it is counting to 4, like in 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, out 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, and actually visualizing that kind of square, the line being drawn. There's so many different approaches to this. Another way is using affirmations. So you may say calm on the in-breath, hold calmness, out with the anxiety. So you can, and the military use it. I've known it for very, very long time, and it keeps coming back to my attention. It's a very powerful tool. It's been has been written about it. Jerick Robbins has spoken about it, and somebody else has written a book and mentioned it. George Bryant, his book is something like The Thrive. I have got it here actually, but yes, just to let you know that, he's an author, George Bryant. He's using it like, it could be 20, 30 times a day because it's so quick to take you from stress into the center of yourself.
Yeah, what I do when I breathe in is I say into myself, because when I breathe in, it's hard to speak, of course. So I say in my mind, I say, I relax. And as I breathe out, I say out loud, I let go.
Oh, wow.
I relax. I let go. And I come into this sort of mantra, right? Into a sort of trance kind of state where and after a while, I don't even realize that I'm doing that. I'm just gone. Everything is.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. It's amazing. Different ways I've used it is in and then out, or even with the counting. But this is also it's very sort of like targeted, but you know, I love the way you're using it, Ivanildo. Absolutely brilliant. So if is anybody else would like to share the so it seems you know, with you, Ivanildo, it seems that you've had previous experience of it, yeah?
Yes, I've used it for myself without being aware of but I think the 60 seconds, you know, but it's even better, I think, to also take into account those 4 counts.
Yes, the 16, yeah. You know, if you like Google square breathing, it's like, or even box breathing, it's, oh, somebody is sending okay, right. So, okay. Now I want to discuss, I'll move on to the next one. I have an Outlook presentation, but unfortunately we can't really show that. Perhaps we can share it with anyone who's interested. I'll be happy to email it to them or send it. So the next part is why meditate. And this is why, okay? Why people meditate. I do have it here, you know, because it is scientifically proven that meditation helps so much, with pretty much everything in our life. Not only does it help with every aspect of our life, with our emotions, our behavior, our stress, it does something else. Science has just found out that it changes the brain. It changes the connectivity. The corpus callosum is what connects the two sides of the brain. Normally, because we live in so much stress, okay, what happens is the right side here, the more emotional side of our brains, we've trained it well. So it's quite, you know, it's a bigger part of our brain. Now, with the connectivity, the corpus callosum works so much better. There are more connections with meditation. So both sides of our brain are equally developed, more balanced. So you have also your more calm sense, yeah, rather than just a fight or flight. So this is there's a lot of scientific studies, Harvard, and let me have a look because I have got a study here. Let's see, the UCLA School of Medicine study. And the corpus callosum meditation upgrades the corpus callosum, making it bigger, stronger, thicker, resulting in well-connected system, as concluded by UCLA School of Medicine study in 2012. And you know, amongst the benefits is the, you know, improves focus, attention, productivity, creativity, reduces stress, better health, pain reduction, controls emotions and behavior. So with such a little investment, you know, 16 seconds, wow, look at the return, massive return for a tiny investment of time, really. And it is one, I think it's probably the only one thing that you can invest so little and get back so much, you know, changing your brain for the better, responding to pain better. So if anyone has got any questions, you know, type into the chat room, and you know, we are here, you know, we'll all help and moderate the discussion, okay? Feel free to raise your hand or, you know, interact with us. Let's move on to the next part, is when to meditate. And you, Vanildo, you're saying are you a meditator? Do you normally meditate?
Yeah, I don't know if I would call it meditation, but I think, you know, going into a certain state and putting your attention to something, I think that's an exercise that I do because I'm also high sensitive, an AHP, high sensitive person. So it's very important for me to do these exercises to basically relax my body or something, you know, to kind of.
Okay. So is it something that you may do like throughout the day, not at a specific time or something like, yeah? Something like a mindfulness kind of approach?
Yes, it could also mean just sitting outside in a chair and just watch a tree,
Oh, wow.
watch the leaves of a tree, and just taking time to just sit down and do nothing, basically. You know,
Yes.
close your eyes and just take a moment. Yeah.
Okay. Brilliant. Anybody else? Ophelia?
I was hoping that you will ask me, Vana. So I'm very excited to share about my experience. Thank you for asking. I did the 16 seconds meditation right now. So as I inhale, I was able to go follow the process that you were saying, like air through your mouth, air through your throat, through your chest, and then it comes to your belly. Hold it there for 4 seconds, and then exhale and let it go. Let it see how it gets out of your body and release that pressure that we'll carry on in our mind and our body and every part of our soul. And it was very relaxing. I did practice meditation quite often. It is part of my lifestyle. Meditation, it can be, well, I have practiced meditation for almost 5 years. So I can be long periods of times meditating when my eyes close. As you get more experience, you can do it with your eyes open with no problem. But I have never done the 16 seconds meditation. So I was very curious.
Yes.
And as you walk us through it, that was such a great experience. Thank you.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And what type of meditation do you normally engage in?
It is this kind of meditation, which I heard lately, there is a name. I didn't know there was a name. There is meditation upon God. Meditation upon God is a kind of meditation where you want to connect with a higher self being. It can be God, it can be the universe, or it can be whoever you believe on. But I do believe on God, and that's the way I connect. First, I want to say, what is the purpose? What is the intention of me meditating? Is it because my body needs it? Is it because I need it? My mind is driving me crazy? Is it because I want to experience a moment of where I can connect with a higher being? So once I find the purpose, then I connect and I relax and I release. I do suffer for all my life with symptoms of anxiety. For many, many years, I didn't know I had PTSD. But as I acquire some information, as I read, as I learn, I did learn that meditation was such a great tool to use for people who experience anxiety. Anxiety is one of
PTSD?
PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder.
Meditation is great for PTSD.
Meditation is great. So I absolutely started using meditation. Once I started using meditation, my life changed completely. It's not that I no longer experience anxiety. I still experience anxiety and the trauma is still there, but it's not as intense as it used to be. Now that's something that no longer have control of my life and my mind, thanks to meditation.
So there's a bit of a distance between you. That's how I understand it. And
absolutely.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. Fantastic. Wow.
Yeah, so when we were talking about sharing something about meditation, I'm like, oh, let's go ahead and do it. There is out there so many people who do not meditate because they said, oh, I don't know how to meditate. Oh, meditation is against my religion. So there is so many questions, which I think that the more people get informed about the things that are out there that are very practical and they are scientifically proven that they can help us with symptoms of stress and anxiety. So it is very important for us as a group, as a international empowerment coaches and Mind Your Mind today to bring this kind of tools to our people.
Thanks you said something. Yeah, you said something and now you triggered another thought. And this is what you said. you connect with your God. That is so brilliant what you said, so brilliant. And as a matter of fact, Vishen Lakhiani, I don't know, you know, from Mind Valley, okay, he came up with a modern way of meditation. And he said years ago when life was more, you know, much more simpler, Buddhists would just meditate on their breath or just on the present moment. But what he came up with a system. Meditation on the breath, and then meditation on your blessings. And the blessings can come from a higher power, from a God.
Absolutely.
And he did say, you know, for people who are, you know, because now we also have some like atheists, okay? So for them, it's best they bring forward their future self. But, you know, the blessings, meditate on your blessings.
Yeah, and even people who, as you said, is atheists, who they don't believe on God, but they do practice gratitude.
Gratitude.
And gratitude, along with meditation, it is such a powerful tool.
Oh my God, absolutely. And this is something we will explore in a minute. There's so much to explore about meditation. We could be talking about it forever, you know, and because you already have so many, you know, you have a lot of experience about so many things to say about meditation.
We do.
And it is so much different when you talk through experience. Oh my God, I use meditation. I mean, I've got to, okay, here it is. I'm going to tell my secrets. I use meditation with my son a lot because he is a point of anxiety for me, you know, worrying about his future and, you know, why is he not doing this? So I take like 2 minutes or, you know, a few breaths and I'm feeling like a different person, not in that reactive, crazy state of mind. Yeah,
absolutely. We have a question from one of the participants.
Yes.
She was asking, I don't know, do you want to read the message, Vanilda?
I don't see that question, so maybe she sent it to you privately.
Oh, okay. Absolutely. Yeah, I see it. It's private.
Yes.
So we're not going to say her name, but something that she questioned is that if through meditation, it's possible to remember moments from her childhood, because she doesn't remember much.
Meditation, actually, and I probably will talk, because I want to talk about the different types of meditation. And one of the types of meditation can be on memories. So if your intention is to remember the memories, then it is very well likely that memories will surface. You know, my expertise is in hypnotherapy, in hypnosis. And every time I get someone relaxed in a chair and they say like, you know, I had this fear, I had this phobia, I don't know where it comes from. When they relax, things surface, they come up to the surface. They're like, wow, this happened to me when I was 2 years old. And again, it gives me goosebumps to think. So when you are so in a totally relaxed state and you focus, you have that intention, maybe your intention is to meditate on your memories, and then that could happen. Giving yourself space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we'll talk about it in a moment.
Absolutely.
Okay, talk about
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much for asking. Thank you so much. Okay, so when to meditate? I will go quick, speed through this. Okay, one of the best times to meditate is first thing in the morning. Go to the toilet, not even brush your teeth really, you know, quick, and come back, sit up. You'll fall asleep if you lie down, and do a very quick meditation, whether it's 16 seconds. You know, you can begin with 16 seconds and build it up to half an hour. I mean, they say there are huge benefits. They took a group and they asked them to meditate for 8 weeks. And then they measured their brain, the EEC or whatever they call they did measurements. And they saw an enormous difference on the structure of their brain. And the average time they've spent was 27 minutes a day over the period of 8 weeks. So they respond better to stress, pain, everything, negative emotions, they've got better response. So you begin first thing, why do you begin in the morning? There's a reason for it. Because when we wake up, we are in the alpha state, brain waves. Alpha, we experience the alpha brain waves. They are the dominant brain waves, because this is the very relaxed and alert state. So this is the natural state of meditation. You don't have to try to get into it. You're already there. So you use that, the way, awake but relaxed, and you start with your meditation. So here, yes, and you can start with a few seconds. So many people say different things. You can start with 16 seconds. I normally start, when I started, it was about 3 minutes, and sometimes I enjoy it so much. It's like it's going like 15 minutes, and then it's not even enough. And it's still a work in progress for me. I would like to build it up more, but yeah, we'll see. The more I learn, the more excited I am about this. So let's see the next one, okay? Right. What meditation means. So meditation, we talked a little bit about it. So basically is the alert and relaxed state of mind. That's all that's all it is. But it's very, very specific though. Why? Because at that state, there is acceptance, there is non-judgment. Non-judgment is absolutely central to meditation. It's about self-care, self-compassion. So whatever happens, all the thoughts that go through your mind, it's okay. Even if it's pain, okay? Nobody likes pain. So what you need to remember, pain is not bad, it's not good. It just is. That's it. But also, just going back a little bit, is sometimes when you meditate in the morning, okay, just because I forgot to say that, and you have you experience those alpha brain waves, this is the best time to practice your affirmations, yeah? But of course, Ivanildo practices his affirmations as part of the breathing, the 16-second meditation practice. So let's go back. Okay, all right. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit about mindfulness and meditation very quickly, because I think a lot of people are a little bit confused what mindfulness, what meditation is. Is that okay, guys? Yeah? Okay, so what mindfulness? Mindfulness is about being in the present moment, normally using the 5 senses. A lot of people do this practice, okay, eating a tangerine, eating an orange segment, and noticing everything about that experience. That is a typical mindfulness experience. What happens with meditation is slightly different, okay? Meditation in the past, the Buddhists, they try to avoid deliberate thought. But nowadays, meditation is where we do have deliberate focus on a single point, such as the breath. And now let's put those two together, okay? So mindful meditation, what it is when you become a curious observer. For example, you do not just focus on the breath, but you notice the nuances, such as the rise and fall of the chest, belly, and breath, the pauses between the breaths. So that's what mindful meditation is, when you take in everything with the 5 senses and you are in the present, and you notice the nuances. Okay. So I will move on to the 4 types of meditations. There could be so many types of meditation, okay? But 4 are I've identified the 4 as the big ones, the key types. And it will be interesting to discover what type of meditation am I doing. So here it is. We've got the concentrative meditation, or concentration meditation. Where we have the one pointedness of mind. What happens there? In that, the concentration meditation, I'll say, because it's easier to say instead of saying concentrative or whatever. So what happens in that kind of type of meditation, you concentrate on a candle, on a body part, on counting the beads. So on a breath, you concentrate on one thing, and that's it. Counting the breaths on a candle, yeah? This is the one type. The second type is open awareness, where you are the sky and your thoughts are the clouds that come and go, that just float away, okay? That's what it's the open. You notice, you witness everything and you are present to whatever is happening. So you may notice your thoughts, you may notice your feelings, your memories, the sounds, the smells. So here it is actually what one of our participants asked here about the, whether memories will come up. And it is very likely if she relaxes and sees what comes up, if she practices this open awareness, she's open to whatever is happening. What happens, open awareness, within that kind of awareness is you pay attention to the nature of awareness itself. You become the observer of your awareness. So, you may see those memories, you may notice the sounds, the smells, the bodily sensations. So, and the third one is the guided meditation, when, you can go on YouTube and listen to a guided meditation, okay, you follow along. And the fourth is mindfulness meditation. So this is, you become again, I think I spoke about it before, you become the curious observer, involving as many of the five senses as you can. I've done mindfulness meditation when I'm trying to walk sometimes, noticing my leg lifting, bending, as it falls into the ground on the hill, then on the tips of my toes. This is mindfulness meditation. Really, really appreciating the act of walking, okay? You can do it at any time. Be in the present. Don't be consumed with all the depression from the past and the anxiety from the future. At the end of the day, all we have is the now. The here and now. That's what we're certain of. So, okay. That's the four types I have. I mentioned, the concentration meditation, the open awareness, guided meditation, and mindfulness meditation. So the next one is, and we will need pen and paper for this. Or you can try and remember it, but I'll take you through it, okay? So this is the modern, as I said, Vishen Lakhiani and Emily Fletcher. She wrote a book, Stress Less, Achieve More. So there's more and more people, and actually she's got a huge practice. She's got a meditation center where people, even famous people, go to her center to do meditation. And this is it, okay? Vishen Lakhiani said it. Years ago, people didn't have that kind of anxiety. Life was much simpler. Now, our phone can cause us so much anxiety. So what do? You have to be very aware of the gates of your mind, what you let into your mind. And how are we going to do this? By doing this kind of, I call it, let's see what I call it. I use it for myself. And it's quite a vision. He says that he, at some point, he didn't have any money at all. He was, probably like sleeping on his friend's couch kind of thing. He didn't have any money. And his life changed because of the meditation practice he was doing. And this is the type of meditation he was doing. So let's prepare first. Let's do it very quickly. Write one thing. You can write up to 5 things. 3-year vision. and your 3-year vision, okay? It could be something simple. For me, I would like, for example, to have, but definitely in 3 years' time, I would like to have written my own book or books. So that's, or I would like to have the best relationship with my son. I want to be like his best mate, okay? So I have that close relationship. That's my vision in 3 years' time. Rather than having a challenging relationship, I want it to be easy with him. So write down 1 word, 2 words, what's your vision? Could be 1 thing, okay? Up to 5. Vision talks about 5 things, but it doesn't matter really, even if it's just 1, okay? Now, second step is the perfect day. What would make today great? Even if it's 1 thing, okay? Today, I would watch a nice comedy or something, just to relax and take some time away from everything else that's happening, to recharge my batteries, okay? I'm the type of person who like relaxes watching, enjoys watching a comedy kind of thing. It doesn't, whatever it is, or I'll play a family board game. What would make today great? Find at least 1 thing. And then we'll move on to the next one. And sometimes if you have your vision, your perfect day may align with that vision, okay? If say I want to be an author in 3 years' time, what would make my day great would be spending, putting a timer for 15 minutes and writing down writing my thoughts for 15 minutes. And that would be small progress. Small progress adds up, is aligned with my vision. It could be anything. And finally, and here is what makes people happy, okay? It's absolutely incredible. And Ophelia, you spoke about gratitude. And when I discovered this, I thought, wow, it is absolutely incredible. This is the way of gratitude Vishnu Lakiani he recommends, and it is the best type of, and quickest, because I like things, quick things. So here it is. Okay, so for gratitude, you have 3 parts. And the personal life, professional life, and what everybody forgets is yourself. So you're grateful. What are you grateful about in your personal life? Maybe you are grateful, like I'm grateful for my relationship with my son. In my professional life, maybe I'm grateful because I learned something today that can help me progress in my career. And what people forget is about yourself. Maybe, you see, when you are grateful about the qualities you have within yourself, this is the key to happiness. It's not about objects, it's about you appreciating yourself, not beating yourself up. So I'm going to give you a little moment to, so personal life, professional life, yourself, 1 thing for each, okay? Now, okay, yeah, ready? Okay, there's a little bit more to say about all those things. First, okay, somebody would ask, just a second, I'm saying for me to have a perfect day, I want this and this and this. 5 things or whatever. But what about if they don't happen? But look at that. We all have the reticular activating system, RAS, as it's known in our brain, okay? So you say, today I really want to have a meal out and have fun. And you're looking for it. Your brain is like it's looking for it, for the fun, for the nice meal out. That is the thing that would make today great for me. Now, if say the waiter or someone is rude to you, that is not on your train of thought. You will not pay attention. It's not familiar to you. What's familiar to you is the great meal, the great fun you're going to have at the restaurant. So anything bad that's happening, it's outside of what you're making yourself familiar with. It's the same kind of thing, when you buy a car and you become so familiar with it, and then next thing you notice all the cars are the same as the car you have. This is the reticular activating system at work. What that does, that is in our brain. That's what's called the part of our brain. This is the gatekeeper of information, so we don't get flooded with loads of information. It says, no, this type of information you need, okay? You buy this kind of car, then you become interested in this type, the same kind of car you have, okay? But when you feed your mind with the perfect type of day you want to have, then you're looking for that. Not for the bad, not for the depression, not for the anxiety, but for the perfect, for the things that, will make you happy, give you good quality of life. It's not, it's quite extraordinary how that works, I think. That's one of the explanations, but it might be something different. I don't know. So have we done that? Okay. So we'll put those together. We did a little preparation. I don't normally have to write them down. You don't have to, but sometimes it can be easier. And now I will lead you into the meditation part. Okay. Okay, what I call, and of course I've got my Outlook presentation and you can't see it. So as I said, if anyone wants my Outlook presentation, I'll be happy to send it to you. So this is what I call meditate and manifest, a 5-minute brief meditation practice. So this is how it works. You breathe, that's how I do it. And that's how, Vishen Lakhiani, I believe he does breathing meditation, and Emily Fletcher, as I said, she's got the meditation center. She does something similar. So we do the breathing for 3 minutes, then the gratitude. Okay, you said, I'm grateful for this in my professional life, or even if you choose your one thing, or in myself, I'm grateful for this, for the quality I have. I care for myself, okay? Something about you. So breathing meditation, gratitude, then you bring your vision, what you want in 3 years' time, okay? One thing in 3 years' time. And then the perfect day. Then you bring that forward. What type of person achieved those dreams? What are the actions that this person takes today? What type of emotions are associated with this new identity? The 3-year vision, the 3-year identity. What are the emotions of the people surrounding this person? Now, it may sound a little bit much, I'll lead you through it, but what happens is, what I want you to, you did this exercise, okay, about your vision, about the perfect day, and about the gratitude. And what I would advise you to do is, at some point, use symbols. Symbolism is so powerful. So, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be something specific. It could be like a dream, okay? Like arriving at a beautiful destination, okay? I had lost my motivation to exercise, and somebody helped me, took me through a journey, and my exercise and my ultimate goal was a little island. And there were a lot of obstacles for me to get to my little island. So my perfect type of person where I exercise was my island. So by having a symbol, whether it's a symbol, whether it's a picture, like, I want to be an author, so my symbol would be a book, maybe, okay? Or it could be a word, any kind of word that symbolizes that, easily accessible. Mind works with symbols. It's quite extraordinary. The mind works with symbols. So it's something to think about. Maybe you can draw it. Maybe you can make a collage. It could be, yes. So any questions, you know, as I said, you can interrupt, ask on the side, ask Ophelia. Yeah. So shall we do a little bit longer meditation, the like 5-minute meditation, as I call it, 3 minutes breathing, and how I do it. Actually, I'm going to say this one. This Sam Harris again. Let me see what the book he's a neuroscientist, and he's written loads of books. I think Wake Up, it's called Wake Up with Sam Harris. He's a neuroscientist. He wrote a lot of books. He said his brain, you know, he could be like in his 50s and his brain is like a 20-year-old. You know, it protects you from even Alzheimer's and those kind of things. You know, he is a scientist. You know, he knows, he studies those kind of things. He wrote lots of books. And that's how he does his meditation. He says, breathes in, 1, out, 1. In, 2, out, 2, up to 10. And then he starts again. So there are different types of meditation. Or you can just count your breaths. 1 in, 2 out. But I really quite enjoy now the Sam Harris longer meditation, okay? I think the 16-second meditation is like more of an emergency kind of thing. But I like to like vary it. So are you okay to do a 3-minute meditation? Then I will walk you through for a few seconds through your vision, through your gratitude, then through your vision, and then through your perfect day. One thing that will make, you know, 1 or 2 things will make your day great. Ready to do it? And let's then afterwards maybe discuss about our experience. Yeah? I will put my timer. I always put a timer because I could be sat there forever. Okay, 3 minutes. 3 minutes breathing meditation, and then I'll say 1 minute gratitude, whatever you can get. Even if you can't get everything, it doesn't matter. And 1 minute vision and perfect day. Okay, let's begin now. You get ready to close your eyes. I'll follow along and I'll close my eyes too, okay? Let's begin now. 3 minutes starts now. gratitude now. Begin your vision, 3-year vision. Is there a symbol that comes to mind? And your perfect day. What type of person are you in that perfect day? Three, two, one. Open your eyes in your own time. Okay. So you're almost nearing the end of this presentation. I've got a couple more things, but this is it's more like ideas that we can explore more further in another seminar or workshop. But just to ask you, what was that experience for you? What was that like for you? Anybody would like to share? Anything that stood out? Anything you'd like to add? Ophelia? You know, share with us, Ophelia?
Absolutely, yeah. First, it felt awkward. I'm like silence, and I'm in front of the TV and of the screen of the computer. How's that gonna go? And I said, okay, I'm here. Might as well do the things, do what I have to do. And it is easier for me to, even though the mind will go many places, while I'm trying to stay here in the moment and put into practice what you just shared with us. My mind kind of goes back and like, hold on, you're in front of the computer, and it feels awkward, and then now stay quiet.
Oh, wow.
I was able to stay quiet.
Yes.
Then we practice the gratitude and we do the visualizations, in which it gets me a better clarity of where am I heading to, what direction I want to take. So I was able to follow through with you. Nevertheless, I wonder how was the experience with somebody who has not been practicing or who is not so familiar with meditation. Was it easier for them? Was it easy for them? What were their difficulties that they experienced?
Yes, I'm not sure. Yes, there's always a first time. And for me, there was the first time. So it's about trial and error. I think, what try, because you can never get it wrong. It's about trying and see what fits better with you, isn't it? One like this, or
yeah, something
like
that really helped me at the beginning when I started meditation. I did guided meditation. So
oh
I
yeah,
did guided meditation at the beginning, so that helped me stay focused. And even like that, my inner voice was louder than the voice of that person who was doing the guided meditation. So it takes discipline before you start doing the meditation.
yes,
Little by little, there was guided meditation, and then short gaps of silence, and then guided meditation, and then another short space of silence, and little by little until there was longer space of silence and very short space of guided meditation, until it little by little vanished away. And that's what
yeah,
helps me stay into silence meditation, and I was able to quiet the mind, not specifically leave it the mind on blank, nothing is there, because there is always going to be activity in the mind, but it was a lot easier to manage through meditation.
yes,
So great
yes.
tool, great
It's
tool.
very, as the guided meditation, I mentioned it as one of the 4 types of meditation. Well, I had a little bit of a different experience because I'm not very patient. So normally the guided meditation, they take a long time, not always. If it's like on a YouTube, it could take like 20 minutes. And I'm like, I don't have that time, okay? I want it like 16 seconds. So I found the concentration meditation, the counting, that worked fine for me. And now I'm becoming more and more like advanced. What I want to explore is the open awareness. I want to be the sky and notice the thoughts as if they are like clouds. What's happening? What kind of stories my mind is creating? Again, be the observer. So that's something I would like to get more into, hopefully. Yes.
I think that's a very, very important factor about meditation. Be the observer, without being judgmental about what you're hearing, about what you're seeing. And here's where we need to disconnect or conditioning, how we have been conditioned for so many years. We're so conditioned to be very selective. And that is why we judge so much and criticize.
Yes.
So when it comes to doing meditation, it is quite difficult to not be
my God,
judgmental.
I'll tell you something. You said that because now, what's her name? Christine Neff. She wrote a self-compassion book, and what's called? I have the 1 second. I'm gonna check it because I don't want to say it wrong. Okay. And the awakened ape, Jevan Pradas. Okay, those 2 people. Okay, they said that monks do not have a word for self-loathing, self-contempt, low self-esteem. Doesn't exist. And they're saying, oh, in the Western world went there to find out about how to meditate and become more content with themselves, happy. And they think, what's wrong? Why? Oh, we don't have self-esteem. What? That word doesn't even exist in the whatever kind of Tibetan language. And they've written about it in their books. And I thought, wow, how extraordinary, okay? That how how many negative words, labels we have for those, what we experience, that other people with a simpler life and more meditative life don't. Yes. We are coming to the end. I don't know if anybody wants to share something else. There's a couple more points maybe I'll talk about very quickly. And this, oh my God, self-compassion is such a huge topic. We can have a whole seminar on it, okay? Because Christine Neff and self-compassion, the roots are on meditation. She said about the study with teenagers who have acne and really hated themselves. And then she took them through a meditation practice where they showed self-compassion, self-love, acceptance, critical tenets, critical concepts in the mindful meditation, no? And what happened is the itching stopped. Their skin became much better. They said, oh wow, they saw themselves as their best friend. They accepted themselves, not being critical of themselves, okay? And that is something extraordinary. You know, they did that study, and actually the physical changes. So it's something, it's exciting, the whole like area of, the whole topic of meditation. And so a couple of like final little bits, and before we, you know, finish with this seminar, is involuntary thoughts and how to meditate on negative feelings and pain. Involuntary thoughts, I have quite a few bits here and the questions to ask. Maybe I'll say it quickly, okay? It's inevitable. Even the monks get involuntary thoughts. But the difference is they practice acceptance and letting go. Like, you know, Vanildo said, letting go through their meditative practice. And an author of the book, Mindfulness in Plain English, Henepola Ganaratana, I can't even say it, but yes, he said, you know, if you get involuntary thoughts and they're intrusive thoughts, ask, be curious, be mindful about them, about those distractions. Be curious, find out about them. What is it? How strong is it, that thought, that distraction? How long does it last? And, you know, just quickly, finally, okay, I want to talk about how to meditate on negative feelings and pain, physical pain. And I think we can use all the 4 types of meditation: the concentration meditation, the open awareness meditation, and the mindfulness meditation. And the mindfulness, I really like the mindfulness meditation to begin with, because there's a technique here, and the technique is called explain yourself technique. What does it involve? How would you describe the negative feeling as if it is a thing, and the sensations to someone who had never seen or experienced it before? Use all your senses in your descriptions. Okay, so getting to know whatever negative thought or whatever pain that is, but also, as we did with the breath, knowing where does it begin, where does it, you know, where is the top of it, the top of the breath, where does it end, why? And here is my Greek philosopher, okay, so wise, the Greek philosopher Heraclitus. He said, everything changes but changes itself. You cannot step twice into the same river. Everything changes but changes itself. How wise words those are. So being mindful of the changes, because even pain changes. It's not just pain. Understanding the nuances. When is it more intense? When does it, you know, does it calm down? Does it go? When does it go away? What is the ebbs and flows of emotions or pain? Being really intelligent, being an expert on your emotions, an expert on yourself. So I left you with my fellow Greek ancestors. That's the end of our discussion. Any questions? Feel free to contact us, all of us. I hope we'll be doing a lot more of that. I hope you find it useful, and you know, we're open to help you and help each other.
Great, Vana. Thank you very much. Yes, I think we all enjoyed that. You know, we all are aware and know of and about meditation, of course, but actually doing it, actually experiencing it, this is has been very useful and helpful to really experience the power and the effects of meditation. And hopefully, you know, we can all be encouraged by this and meditate more often. if you want to receive a recording of this session, we have a community that we're building. I will write the URL of the community in the chat. It's called International Empowerment Coaches. Empowermentcoaches.com. So if you go there, you can have free access to the recording of these sessions, and we'll also add the Outlook presentation that Vana created that we were not able to share right now. So if you would like to have them.
Yeah, and also have all the references, all the books, all the resources.
Yes, we'll put everything in there that Vana spoke about, and so you'll have access there. So please join us there, and it's a great community where we can keep in touch as well, which we would very much like for us to stay in contact with you guys.
Answer your questions. The Facebook group? The Facebook group?
Sorry?
The Facebook group, the Mind Your Mind Today, or the Facebook.
What do you mean?
The Facebook group, the link to the Facebook group.
Mm-hmm.
Can you add that?
Oh, in the chat?
I'll do it.
Okay, yeah, or Ophelia can do it because she knows exactly
I've got it
what.
Here. I've got it here.
Okay, great. So I want to thank everybody. Thank you very much, Vana, for your guided meditation and your explanation on meditation. And I hope to see you all next time. Thank you very much.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.